today I have the Liqui-Mark 12s. I mean, I don't expect much from them again, but curiosity always gets the best of me and I've got to do it. I'm going to see if I can get, again, artist results, if you will, from not really artist quality pencils. I wanted to do a chameleon. Draw something besides a bird for once and something really colorful. Now, I know he's kind of wide and these are tall and you can't see him very well. Here's the guy I'm going to draw. But the problem with these art cards is they're designed to be stacked top down inside a little trading card holder. But that isn't to say I can't do that. There's nothing saying I can't draw him the other way. And what would be cool is if I draw him the other way, this is just an art point, you can turn him and that way he'll look like he's standing upright up on the tree. So I might do that actually. See, as you can see, this is how thin this paper. These art cards are from Hobby Lobby. And I don't expect much out of these pencils. It's not to see if they're worthless or not. It's to see how well they can do. And more again, I'm just really curious how they're going to behave. So these are brand new. I've not used these before. Here are the colors. It says green on it too. Hey, it's actually got names on it. This is dark green. Let's see what this says actually. White. Oh, it says pink. Red, yellow, dark green, orange, green, blue, sky blue, brown, purple, and black. Cool. That's funny to me is they'll say sky blue and it's really, or true blue if it's Prisma, but really it's kind of a cerulean blue. When I think of blue, I actually think more like this than I do this. Let us begin, shall we? Now, hopefully you can see what I do. All right, I'm kind of drawing around again. So I'm going to try to draw him this way. Oh, I guess his tail is kind of cut off. Let's see this little head here. So they've got like I'm going to try to see if I can get the whole body in here more or less. So I'm going to do, his chin is here. I'm looking at him while I'm drawing. Make sure I get the spacing right. Okay, so here's his chin. It kind of curls back. I can always overlay this yellow with other colors. That's why I'm not too concerned with my accuracy yet. I just want to get it close. That's all I want to do. If I can get him close, I can work everything in. Their legs are really interesting. Goes back into this little spot here. Yeah, these are much more scratchy than the other pencils are already. You can already see it. The Jot ones are actually better so far. Same paper too. This is a Hobby Lobby artist trading card, so keep that in mind. I'm not using anything special. This isn't vellum or anything like that. I'm just trying to see if I can get his shape right. It's hard because I can't really quite see. I know you can't see very well probably what I'm doing. I can barely see what I'm doing, but his leg comes in here, his tail comes down. I just want to get the shape of his body basically right. Again, I can always do the background and stuff. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not actually trying to go for absolute 1-to-1. I'm trying to go for, mostly I just want to see how these colors behave. You know how scratchy that sounds? It also might have some of that shipping wax on it, as some people say. So sometimes you can just like sharpen a bit of it. Let's see if we can get some of that off of there. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe it's just really scratchy. So he has a leg that comes underneath here. Yeah, they're a little better now that I did that. So arm comes up sort of into his side here. So the leg is here, about there. There's a little footy foot here. I mean, they're still a little scratchy, but that helped. And then his eyeballs right about here. As close as I can get it anyway. Got this color here. I'm trying to block out some of this color. Again, it's an easy way for me to do it. And I'm not necessarily going to go for all that detail because first off, this is small and he's quite detailed. So, but he does have, I really mean he has got a lot of color. So this is probably more than I can chew kind of situation. What I'm going to do is try to get some of this yellow in here, kind of block him out. Yeah, that's in here as it comes up more here. Yeah, these are already not as good as the other. That is really shocking. The Jots are really good. For $1 or something, what can you say? Now, I don't usually go straight to black. Let me see what his eye looks like. Zoom in on his eye a little bit. Kind of cheating a little bit there. There's this subtle little bit of whiteness in his eye, but I'm not going to bother too much. I mean, that's the blackest they would get. These may not layer. These are the kind of quality I expected from Dollar Tree, from all of these, but I'm absolutely shocked that the other one wasn't. I'm trying to get a feel for where this color should go. Anyway, I'm going to zoom in and out on the card. I'm just trying to see where his colors are. It's really kind of hard to read here. Now he has some of this red up here. I'm going very, very light again. Just trying to get some of this to lay in here. It's like that pigment does not want to lift off of here. It's really cool looking though. This little guy here. I'm really concentrating on this though. See if I can get some of the color in there. He has some oranges too. It's not all bright red. I don't know if y'all do this, but sometimes I hold pencils 2 at a time. So maybe I need to go in here, pull his arm in here. He has this sort of indentation where his little arm goes in. Some oranginess up here. Now I don't expect him to look exactly like picture B. For one thing, I'm trying to get moving. And two, these are tough to lay down. So we will grain of salt and all that. Blame the artist, not the tools. But I will say, yeah, this was hard to control. It's very, very scratchy. I'm just trying to scratch off some of this paint. Well, whatever is there, whatever is making it scratchy, hoping that maybe I can get that to come off a little bit. Oh, look at that. Broke. Who'd have thunk? These ain't it, bruh. It's alright though. Still gonna do this. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, whatever that may be. It looks like a hedgehog. I mean, a warthog right now instead of a iguana. We'll work with what we got. No worries. When I was a kid, I used to think I was just really, really bad with colored pencil, but I never knew there was anything better than like Crayolas and stuff. Just thought that's all there was. It wasn't my world. You really say this a lot, but we really didn't have a lot of money to spend on stuff like that when I was a kid. So I just did what I could with what I had. And I guess that's kind of what it is now, is I'm kind of curious. Is it the pencil? Is it me? I mean, did I get better? I'm already having to burnish. Try to get that in there. Yeah. Kind of funny because you're like, can you use these for real artwork? And yes, of course. Are you going to get the results probably looking for? No, I really doubt it. Now, I don't think I can get the white in there. So what I'm going to try to do is try to leave some indication that there's white spots on this face. These are very, very scratchy. But nonetheless, if you got these laying around, you want to play with them, go for it. But this is taking me far longer, again, time, effort, and all that good stuff, than it would if I just picked up something better quality and scooped through it real quick. And before you ask, no, I am not going to try to do all these dots. He is going to be painted up. Sue me. I'm not doing that. Not you. Stop, Siri. Yeah, see, I went a little high up there with the red. That's good. We'll get out a little bit. And this blue comes down. It's also very white. This is not going to get anywhere near that. That's sort of a tealish blue. I don't have anything that white. I can try to use a white, but I really don't think it's going to do anything. That is a color that just does not exist in this set. I cannot make it. Try my best, but it is not going to be anything close to that. So this is the green here. Bring it over here. Just looking for like where about I can see. Yeah, these are just really very lightly pigmented. They're just not heavy loaded. I mean, it's just all there is to it. Nothing can be done about that. This is purple, so I'm going to take the purple and push it into here just to do them up. A lot of purples in there. That's just wrong with purple. I'm going to try to go black, maybe a little bit. Some of these places, just to darken them up a little and gray them up a little bit. Here, yellow. Here's some orange and red. So I'm going to do red here and then orange here. It's out a little bit with the white, hoping for a miracle here. And maybe I can stack on some texture with the little bubbly, pebbly type texture scales that he has going on. If these will let me stack, I don't think they will. Looks like there's a lot of hardened wax in here. You almost want to do this first. Saturation is like non-existent. These are much better for, say, if you want to go straight ahead and color something, but you ain't fixing it once it's down. That's what I remember these color pencils to be like when I was a kid. I did have Crayolas, but they behaved a lot like this, they do what they want. That is really difficult to get back, so whatever. Toss some of this blue back in here. Go for the best. I'm sniffling a lot. My apologies. It's allergies, weather, and stuff, maybe. Having to burnish this already because it's not layering at all. It's kind of like you're pushing the color into, pushing it around rather than like layering it. Like you're digging the wax back off the paper or whatever this is. Whatever hardener, clay, wax. I don't know what the mix really is. Any more of this color. This is what I had said about the the Stetlers. I felt like this is how they behave for something that's more money. Like behave like cheap pencils. And I understand the frustration of such a thing because, I've been through it myself. I'm looking at his arm and realize he's not quite that far over. I understand the frustration is what I'm saying. I'm not even going to pretend that that's going to do anything. At this point, I'm just going to there's no way that these are going to blend in. You have to just kind of like know what you're going to do before you start doing it. I'm saying, like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't sit here and layer this. Like, say you want this dark blue here where his arm goes in. I just got to go for it. It's just not going to happen. Look at this. This is like, there's no color saturation whatsoever. And again, I know they're from Dollar Tree, but guess what? Those other ones were too. They were better, far better than this. That's really strange. Who would have expected? Who would have expected? Who would have thunk it? So you just kind of, with these, yeah, I thought, well, maybe it's just me. No, man. Ain't me, man. No, these are, I'm not going to play. I'm going to try to do that. It's just not going to happen. I'm just going to do as best I can. I'm going to just use basic layering, like blocking of color, because there's no way that that's going to layer anymore than that. This is a one and done is what happened. That's what's going on with this. Is what it is. What am I going to do with this? There's a darker blue. I don't know which one's blue, which one's purple. Which one. There you go. Still going. All right. It has this little triangle that comes here. This other one. It's not coming this way. Behind him. I mean, these are not pigmented enough to get any realism style results. Very faint, super desaturated. It's as if you just turn the brightness all the way up on the filter. Crazy. Well, I guess I can do 2 of these today because this is not going to be very much. Trying, but I just can't. That's going to have to do. Trying to give them that texture. I can't get the white. I can't do anything with that bright whiteness coming off of a little spikiness. That ain't going to happen. I can already tell. So I'm just going to layer yellow in here and then go back through it because the yellow is very, very light. I'm not pushing hard. That's just scratchy. trying to get some of the color in here. I don't know if I'm doing it any justice. He sort of got these like triangular striations in here. He kind of a hot mess. I did him wrong. Let's see if I can get any more of this dark in here. I just cannot shade this any darker. I still won't do it because it doesn't want to layer. Chin pushes out just a little bit more than that. Yeah, these ain't it. If you want color pencils for your classroom or something like that, don't buy these. Don't buy the Liqui-Mark ones. These are not any good. All right, so he's supposed to be standing on a branch. You could try the brown underneath the bottom side of him too. Maybe I can get some of this to color up a little bit. Maybe line him a little more. Well, yeah. What do you expect, right? That ain't getting nowhere. It does not. There's nothing more I can do for him right there. I could try to lay down more of this green, I guess, going across the backside here. That's sort of a yellowish greenish tone there. Some red, brown, whatever. But this red and green will make the brown, probably. It's crap, and they don't want to layer. I kind of want to like it, kind of. Yeah, I just can't get that orange to get any darker, and the yellow doesn't want to stay up. Here's an orange in here. Yellow and orange. I'm just trying to get some of this green in here that I can see. At this point, I'm just winging it. Well, that's pretty terrible. Well, I can't say anything else about it. I'm just going to finish it because that's what I do. He's kind of chilling on this branch. I mean, this is dark as it's going to get. I'll just have to use the black, I guess. Try to use some of the black in here. Yeah, these are pretty well crap. I mean, I can't get any definition. If you want them for your kids just to draw and goof off, I guess, but don't get these for people who actually want it. If you're an artist, don't use these. Don't buy them. I mean, I really mean that. I don't usually say that, but yeah, don't. I know they're only $1.25, but I mean, those other pencils that I used the last time, far better. Far better. The Jots from Dollar Tree. This is making me work 10 times harder than I would. That's also kind of the thing too, is that if you're spending money because you want good quality, so you don't have to spend as much time trying to make something work, I understand it is worth having the money spent. Yeah, I was going to try to layer some of that in. I was going to try layering all these colors and stuff together and make it interesting, but it's just not possible. Not for me. Maybe somebody else could do it. Try to get blue in there, man. Like, get in there. Killing my hand to try to do that. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Also, I mean, like, there's like no oranginess to him, despite how hard I pushed his color. I think I can kind of maybe see a little bit of color. It needs to go somewhere, but I don't know that I'm going to get it in there. There you have it. It's as good as it's going to get for me. Yeah, normally I would tell you, hey, it's worth $1.25, man. Whatever, it's $1.25. I understand they're $1.25, but like I said, there are better pencils in the same store for the same price. That is wild. How exactly that's possible is beyond me. Again, there's more pencil here than is in this one. So the look and feel of a Crayola with the crappiness quality of whatever. And then these guys, like I said, they don't look great, but they're a hidden gem because these are much softer, not as scratchy. Again, if you're on a budget, man, you're on a budget. I've been there. Budget means budget. It don't matter. Yeah, see, this is flaking quite a bit too. It is fine. Yeah, quite a bit of wax blue, which I expect with all of them. Man, I cannot get that color in there any brighter. It's pretty crap. I mean, if you're just bored and you want to use something, I guess. Ooh, that is in there. This is as good as I can. That's terrible. I'm really sorry, Mr. Iguana guy. I did you wrong. I did you wrong. I can't get it in there. Nothing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try. The only color I didn't use was this pink. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and do it. Just going to see if I can throw some of this pink on top of this red. Just to kind of try to outline a little bit. Okay. For no other reason than I can, we're just going to do it here too. Okay. Wilbur. What I'm going to try and do is push some of that in there. It'd be better just grabbing a stylus, digging into the paper. No, that's not working. Trying to shade this back here. Yeah, it's gone. Let's cheat, shall we? Let's make it look brighter than it actually is. Blacking up the background. Or gray it up, I should say, because it sure shit ain't black. It just won't take any more than that. Hopefully this will make him look brighter than he actually is. Because the white paper is super, super bright compared to these pencils. And I'm aware of that. I'll just leave these little spikes on here. Maybe it'll give him the effect that he's got spikes. I'll try to make it look spiky. It is. I'm not sure if that's helping or making it worse. Well, I usually have a lot of fun with these cheap stuffs or anything really. I don't mind what I draw with usually, but this is absolute dog doo-doo. I mean, can you even make out what that is? Okay, I can barely. I'm looking right at it. It's really hard to get it to move around. It's hit or miss with anything, but this is like, it's crazy how much different these pencils are compared to those ones I was saying before. Yeah. This has been a ridiculous process of trying to get that anything like what I see on that camera. Whoo, Lord. He's had better days. Mr. Million here has had better days. Better days indeed. God, I suck. I don't believe in tools. No, in this case you can. These are terrible. Absolutely atrocious. Don't use them. I really mean that. You couldn't. Don't even try them. You might be tempted to run out and try them and prove me wrong, but I can promise you these are bad. Don't do it. I'm down for a challenge, but this is booty. Don't do it. I mean, look at that. That is awful. I swear I can draw better than that. Look at this. Look at the color. Oops. All right. I know. You can make fun of me all you want to. It doesn't matter about my drawing. It matters more about the color quality. Look at this crap. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you did, I appreciate it. Let me go on to the next one, and I will see you then. Oh, by the way, if you enjoyed, if you liked hanging out with me, like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know, have you tried these before? The Liqui-Mark Dollar Tree pencils, and have they been good for you in the past, or are they always poo-poo? Let me know in a comment.